Welcome back. Now, this Freedom Day, eNCA is hosting an important debate. SACP General Secretary and Transport Minister Blade Nzimande and broadcaster Eusebius McKaiser are discussing how free we are 25 years into democracy. The moderator is political analyst and host of The Fix, Karima Brown. Let's cross to our political reporter, Nicholas Bauer, who is there. Nicholas, good afternoon. The debate is taking place very shortly. What can we expect from the conversation?
Well, yes, good afternoon to you, Andrea. The fact of the matter is it's a quarter of a century since South Africa won the political freedom that people enjoyed in 1994. But the big question at this debate this afternoon is how free is the country's people actually? Karima Brown hosting a conversation between Transport Minister Blade Nzimande and political analyst and radio broadcaster Eusebius McKaiser. Let's hear from Karima now. And Karima, it's a time to be happy. We've gone through a very tough political journey and struggle for freedom that culminated in 1994. But in many ways, the struggle for freedom is by no means over.
No, freedom is not an event, and freedoms are never guaranteed. So the democratic breakthrough in 1994 was a major departure away from apartheid. We defeated apartheid, we have defeated colonialism, but the majority of our people are locked out of the economy, and what we need now is to get the struggle for inequality going, and that needs to happen really fast. But it's not disconnected from the freedoms that we won in 1994. In fact, if we didn't have those freedoms, you and I wouldn't be able to stand here in the Apartheid Museum and discuss how we deepen our democracy, how we protect the freedoms that we do have, use them to get people more freedom, such as the economic freedom to participate in the economy, the right to live in a house, the right to security, the right to education, the right to free healthcare, the right to walk down your street and not be attacked. So there is a dialectic between the freedoms that we won in 1994 and the journey that must still continue, because it's a never-ending journey.
Karima, we spoke at length now about how the political freedom was won in 1994. Some may argue that it's a problem in contemporary South Africa is that the political establishment hasn't done enough to deepen the economic freedoms that we have seen since 1994 and done enough to fight inequality. It'll be interesting to see because we have a long-standing member of the political establishment in Blade Nzimande, for him to answer about the political elite's failure to really accentuate the freedoms that we've been enjoying for 25 years.
Yes. When we talk about the economy, Nicholas, it's important to realize that the state is not the only actor. So in as much as the state is going to be assessed after a quarter of a century, we must also assess business. We must also assess labor. We must also assess ourselves as citizens. Have we outsourced our responsibility to big men and women in politics? Has business sat it out and left it to the politicians and locked people out of the economy by not investing in the South African economy, not showing confidence? So this is not an assessment only of the state's ability to deepen that freedom and to get us to a better state of equality where people can live in dignity. This is also about the role of private capital and what they have done and what they have not done to get to a South Africa where people have a decent house, where children can go to school, where women can walk down the road safely without fear of being attacked. And so I think that this is not just a question that we must pose to the state. This is a question that we must pose to us as a society. All of us have to account for why the 25 years that we have has given us limitations on a situation where we could have, for example, advanced to second-generation rights in the Constitution, which are largely socio-economic rights. So the state needs to answer, but business needs to answer, civil society needs to answer, we as the Fourth Estate needs to answer. So it's a conversation that engages the entire society.
Indeed, Karima, it's a case of everybody needing to play their role, especially 25 years now after freedom. Perhaps these are the discussions that we need to be having. And that debate beginning at 3 p.m, Karima Brown moderating a discussion between Transport Minister Blade Nzimande and radio broadcaster Eusebius McKaiser.
That's political reporter Nicholas Bauer talking to us there from the Apartheid Museum. We will be bringing you that debate live from 3 o'clock, so do stay tuned.